called the 5-star shout out. I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in you can't make you know what I'm talking about. Occasionally I do something called the 5-star shout out. I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in you can't make you know what I'm talking about. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the side, Jawn. I'm your host, Sharon Mullen, the Chocolate Girl. Glad to be here. Thank you for joining me. Give you guys a few minutes to come into the room. I have posted the link everywhere for you to have access. So thank you for coming in. Please like and share the show. I don't have a producer today. It's just me running it. So I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad to be here on Saturday, my favorite day of the week. And like we always do right about this time, I'm going to talk about my week. So how was your week this week? Let me know in the comments. Okay. But my week, it's had its, ups and downs, of course, as I'm sure many of you can relate. But sticking with the ups, I had a great work week. We're really busy on a project that we're working on, but as a team, we've been knocking it out the park. So that feels good. Things in the household are humming along. I've been able to keep up with old friends I hadn't talked to in a while. So my week has really been great. I don't really have much to complain about. I'm ready for this weekend though. Got some karaoke on tap and stuff. Shout out to DJ R&B. I'll run into him this weekend, I'm sure, and I can't wait. If you can recall, DJ R&B is a friend of the show. We'll have to have you back on the show again soon, R&B. But anyway, so let's start the show today. So, as I'm sure most of you know, the WNBA All Star Game weekend is this weekend in the great city of Indianapolis, Indiana. So it's primarily a 2-day event, just like, primarily the NBA is 3 days, but this is primarily a 2-day event with the skills events happening last night. The huge news, no, not about the attendance that's, going to be there live. No, not about who's on the roster that's going to be playing, but more about who is not. So the news came out that Caitlin Clark is injured. So she cannot participate in any of the All-Star game festivities. But for her stands, she will be in the house. So you'll get to look at her. You can see her, say hi, maybe get an autograph, but she's not going to be participating in the games. She's got this nagging groin injury. Hopefully she'll get over that and heal up nicely so she can get back on the court where we all want to see her play and hit those shots, and throw those dimes. Very good passer. But immediately, as you can imagine, once she announced that she was not going to be participating, you guessed it, the ticket prices, they dropped fast. So after reaching a record high price of $126 a ticket, that's the highest ever in the W for an All-Star game, the prices fell to the cheapest being $65. That's a 48, almost 49% decrease in ticket price because she won't be there. So now many of these women need to bow to Caitlin, kiss her behind, because rising tides rise all boats, and play her soft so she can flourish, and stop playing her tough because they're jealous crowd. They're all laughing because they love it. In their mind, it proves the importance and the effect of Caitlin Clark's presence on the floor in these games. But I got a secret for you. All of you who fit this crowd, so we never denied that she brings a huge increase of eyes on the product, but it doesn't mean that she is the only, O-N-L-Y, meaning singular, meaning one, absolute. She's not the only influence on today's WNBA game. That's all we ever said. Acknowledged that. Us regular, serious WNBA fans, not the new ones that just arrived for her, we've been here all along. We are the fans who are going to watch it no matter what. Whether she's on it or not, we're watching. So for us, it's nothing to prove or deny or anything. We know what's going on. Y'all late to the party, so you just finding out. But I'm sure her absence is a huge letdown for her stands and even her regular fans. But if you love the game and you're excited for the competition, like me, we're good. So Team Clark, you got Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier. They're the captains of their teams. Team Clark is still intact. Got the Washington Mystics guard Brittany Sykes replacing her. Sykes is averaging 17.1 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 4.4 assists. That's not bad. That's pretty doggone good. It's comparable to what she's doing just about. But anyway, another top starting All-Star, Satu Sabali, she's also injured and will not play. She's being replaced by Brianna Jones of the Atlanta Dream. And Brianna, she's racking up 13.4 points a game, 7.8 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. So she's dropping dimes too when she can, but she's primarily a scorer and a rebounder. That's what they need. Minnesota Lynx guard Kayla McBride was named as an injury replacement for another Atlanta Dream guard, Ryan Howard. Now, Ryan was one of the people I was looking forward to see play in this All-Star game. But Kayla's going to take her place. She's a very comparable player. She's going to be over there on Team Collier with the rest of those young ladies. But last night, Friday night's events were the skill events, 3-point contest, and the skills challenge, where they throw the ball, they do different skills with the ball, just like they do in the NBA. So to me, this year's skills challenge for the W was even more exciting to me than the NBA's was earlier this year for me. So anyway, last night, Alicia Gray returned from her win from 2024. She won both the 3-point and the skills competition last year. But last night, she was not successful in defending either one of those titles. The Liberty's Sabrina Ionescu won the three-point shooting contest for the second time in 3 years. I was hyped when she made 11 consecutive shots at one point, including a deep three for her last shot for 30 total points. Reminiscent of, her record score of 37 that she got 2 years ago. She was trying to get there. She didn't quite make it. She got 30, but she won. Her Liberty teammate, Natasha Cloud, she took home the skills challenge. I don't know if y'all watched it. You need to pull it up and watch her in the skills challenge. I knew she was going to be talented, but dang, she blew it out the water. And this competition really shows a player's mastery of skill. I remember when Dwayne Wade won it in the NBA, I was screaming. I was like, I knew he was going to win. He's one of the best skilled players that entered the challenge. So she had the two best times of the night, Natasha Cloud. She had 34.1 seconds and 36.4 seconds. Those were her times. She just edged out Erica Wheeler of the Storm. Her best time was 37.5. So you see that's like a 3-second difference between Natasha's best and Erica's best. So it's the second time, though, in WNBA history, only the second, that players from the same team have won both competitions. That's the New York Liberty. These competitions have been had just since 2019, by the way, because before that, they didn't do that. The W did not hold these competitions. But this is the first time it happened with two different players on the same team. So Natasha Cloud, Sabrina Ionescu, well done. Well done. I'm sure the Liberty team's proud of their teammates. But tonight is the actual All-Star game. It's at 8:30. You can watch it. You do not have to stream it if you don't want to, because it's going to be on ABC. If you can get ABC free in some way on your TV, you're in there. 8:30 p.m. ABC. You can also see it on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. Well, that's fine if you've got a cable. If you still are one of those people that did not cut the cord and you have cable, you should be able to get into Disney Plus for free. You don't even have to do it. Just put in your username and password for your cable account, and you should be able to access it for most cable companies. I won't say all, but anyway, that's tonight, 8:30, ABC, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus. Now, interesting enough, there are 6 players that's making their All-Star game debut. Paige Beckers, well, she's a rookie. Of course, this is her first time of the Dallas Wings. Gabby Williams, Seattle Storm. Kayla Thornton, Golden State Valkyries. Let me say something about the Valkyries. That new team is balling, and they're the most valuable team in the W already. And this is their first season. Isn't that amazing? But anyway, Brittany Sykes, Washington Mystics. Listen, Washington Mystics has 3 All-Star debut players. Okay. Brittany Sykes, Kiki Ariafin, who's also a rookie. I love her. She's probably number 2 in the rankings for Rookie of the Year right now. And then Sonia Citron right behind her, probably number 3. All 3 of them are with Washington Mystics, and they're in it for the first time. So like I said, Caitlin's out, Sabali's out, Ryan Howard's out. Those are 3 big names. But taking a look at the roster for the All-Star game, it's a pretty good roster. Hold on, get that up. All right, so we got the Western Conference led by Nafisa Collier, so it's Team Collier. So you have Nafisa, Paige, Nneka Ogwumike of Seattle, Satu Sabali, as I said, was replaced with Brianna Jones from the Dream, and then Aja Wilson is on Team Collier. That's their center. I can't wait to see how she does. Then they have reserves: Skylar Diggins-Smith, Kayla McBride, Kelsey Plum, Alyssa Thomas, Kayla Thornton, Courtney Williams, Gabby Williams, and Jackie Young. That rounds out the roster for the Western Conference. Then we have the Eastern Conference, and that will be Team Clark. So we had Captain Caitlin Clark, but she's replaced by Brittany Sykes from the Mystics. And then Aaliyah Boston, Alicia Gray, Sabrina Ionescu, that's a 3-point winner, and Brianna Stewart, not too far removed from being the MVP of the league. UConn's own, one of the biggest winners in women's basketball of all time, Brianna Stewart. Yes. And then for their reserves, Sonia Citron. Ryan Howard is out, so replacing her would be Kayla McBride on this team as a reserve guard. Kiki Arifin, Brianna Jones, Kelsey Mitchell, Angel Reese, Brittany Sykes, all of them would be reserves. Okay. So you might want to watch this game at 8:30 tonight. Why? If you're not a regular follower of the W and you don't watch it, you say it's boring, yada, 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 all the usual excuses. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. However, I want you to do me a favor and watch it. Why? I want you to compare it to the last NBA All Star game that you watched and see if you see a noticeable difference. I did last season, and I want to see if you see it. And if you see one, come back to this post of this live here, this live stream, and tell me what you saw. And maybe you can put it in the comments in one of our upcoming episodes of The Side Jawn. These ladies are really ready to ball. When they come to the All-Star game, they're not lackadaisical about it. It's all game. They are very serious about their purpose and what they're there to do. They want to entertain the fans, and more importantly, they want to win. They want to. They've got that want to in them. I'm hoping that returns to the NBA. Maybe Joe Dumars and them, maybe they can return it. I don't know what it's going to take. It can't be the money. They're getting paid enough. So what is it? You can't make somebody want to give a darn. That's for sure. You either do or you don't. So for me, watching the W be where the NBA used to be and hasn't been since Kobe Bryant retired in 2016. That's the last time. It's just amazing to me. It's like, but you're sleeping on the W's. You say it's boring. The NBA is so much better. Not. The only difference between the NBA and the W right now is the W ladies have a want to, and the NBA does more dunking. That's it. That is it. I was watching a couple of games this week, and I saw a few power forwards and centers doing the dream shake. So you think that a woman basketball player can't do the dream shake? You better go watch. And when the first time I realized what I was seeing, I had to go in and replay it. I was like, wow. Then I pulled up on my huge TV a YouTube video of the dream doing it. And I was like, that is what I just saw. And doing it with ease and precision, and the footwork and the fake, the head fake and the shoulder, all of it down to the T. I'm not even going to mention the name of the player, of the main player I'm talking about that I saw doing it. But the hint I will give you is this is a new move for her. She was not doing it last year at all, but she's gotten it down pretty good now. And I believe the more that she works at it, the better and the better she will get. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the ladies play. And I'm looking forward to it. Who are you looking forward to seeing if you are a watcher of the W? I'm just looking forward to seeing. I really want to see Asia and I want to see Paige. Those are the main two people. Of course, I always want to see Sabrina, Brianna, and Angel Reese too. And then who can forget Aaliyah Boston, who's one of my favorite big women in the game. Um, it's just so many players that I like now in the W more than ever. And I'm hopeful for the Valkyries' new first time players in the All Star game. I'm really excited for them as a new franchise to have players in the All Star game. That's a big deal, huge deal. So that's going to be it for the show today. I didn't want to keep you long on this wonderful, beautiful Saturday morning. Just wanted to put that out there that you should be watching the All Star game for the WNBA tonight. Participate in that ratings so that you can be counted in the number. And let's see where to go. Now, next week, I'll recap the scores and what I saw, some highlights before I get into my show. Because next Saturday, the Love Doctor is back, Lynn Sturdivant, and we're going to talk about some relationship issues, some particular questions that have come up as of late, all across social media. I got a few videos we're going to play and talk about it and try to decipher what you should do in these particular incidents, according to the expert, the Love Doctor. So I hope you'll join me then. But I'm going to end with my final thoughts for today. You know, men and women can't live without each other. We were made to be together and made to be the yin and yang. And the same thing is in sports. I believe that, you know, men's sports and women's sports can thrive together side by side. I believe they both should be supported and equally supported. But women, the main viewers of sports, all sports cumulatively, are men. So if you enjoy sports, encourage your sisters to join you and get exposed to it so maybe they can enjoy it too. Set up some outings to go see a live sporting event with some of your sisters. Bring them with you. They'll say, I don't like that. Ask them to try it one time and see what happens. I'm going to tell you what happened the first time since college. I went to a hockey game. Had some coworkers. Coworkers were sitting around talking about going to Carolina Hurricanes game. And, you know, I hadn't been to one since college. I'm at Michigan State. It's a big hockey school. We won a lot. And so, yeah, I'm used to hockey. Not a big fan of it, but it was fun. And they're talking. They come over to me, Sharon, you want to go to the hockey game? And I'm like, not really. If they had said basketball, I would have been like, yeah, we can go down and see a Carolina basketball game. And she said, my coworker said, no, we're going to the Canes. We're going to the hockey game. It's fun. And I'm thinking, fun. I can't even remember what happened at the game in college. But she said, it's fun. You should come. You should come. You should come. So after a little talking, you know, convincing, I decided to go. Man, I'm so glad I went. I had a good time. Not only did we crack up in the parking lot and tailgate, then we had nerve to have a good time on the inside, even with all that cold. So, you know, you got to wear a jacket. I even had a little scarf around. It wasn't a big burly scarf, but it was enough to cut the breeze. And it was so much fun, especially since I was cheering for the Penguins because we were playing the Penguins. And for some reason, I do like the Penguins, and I just wanted to be contrary. And plus, the Penguins jersey was the only jersey I had to wear. I didn't have a Canes, and I was like, well, let me be the Penguins representative in this crowd. So anyway, the Canes won, of course, that game. But we had a really, really, really good time. Why am I telling you this? What's that got to do with what I'm talking about? If I wouldn't have gone, I would have missed that time. Tell that story to your girlfriends and let them know, hey, you need to come try this. If you're a real sports lover and you're a woman Bring your sisters to a sporting event. Get them exposed. They might like it, but it's going to be up to us to save the W. It's going to be us. We're the ones that's going to have to increase our viewership and support. I hear so many times we're talking about the men need to support the men. It's going to take us. I'm convinced of that now. I used to be one of those people say the men need to, but I look in the crowd. There's a lot of men in the crowd. A lot of men bought tickets. The NBA players support all the time. You always see them in other sports, football, baseball players, hockey players, politicians, actors, male. I see them there. We need to be women and support our women, support our sisters. Go to the games, y'all. Watch the games. So again, WNBA All Star Game tonight at 8:30. Side Jawn here on Facebook and YouTube every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you'll join me next week. Have a good rest of your day and a good week next week.